Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Isaac. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is not gonna be so different. Today's video is gonna be a movie or a little breakdown, another breakdown, I know. But I think I wanna do a analog horror reaction after this. So by Sunday or Saturday you guys will see a horror reaction of a certain show called South Park. I'm not gonna say what the video is called, but it's an interesting short analog horror, and I'm gonna watch both. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna watch at least one episode of this analog horror. I don't know how many analog horror it is, but I'm gonna watch that, and then I'm gonna upload the Mortal Kombat basically trailer and Combat Pack 1 initial reactions, which is just basically one video. I'm basically recording this for you guys because I just got, or no, I didn't just got done. I just died indoors. I'm basically testing out my reflexes. I'm still stuck at door 100. I'm not gonna tell you if I've beaten doors yet. I'm gonna leave that up till next week, or maybe tomorrow. I might beat doors tomorrow. I feel like I'm pretty close to beating doors. I just keep on getting stuck on figure because like I try to do the heartbeat minigame and it's too hard for me. So I think I'm just gonna try the no hiding strategy like I did, but this time be a lot more safer, a lot more cleaner, and beat doors and upload doors final as long as possible. It's not gonna be like an hour long video. It's not gonna be like dark. It's not gonna be like the Dark Secret Project Part 2, but this time it's doors. I still need to think of a thumbnail. I think I know what I want to do for the last thumbnail of doors, and then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I think I'm gonna play a bunch of obviously random horror games, and maybe cling on to a series. But after Doors Part Final is over, what do you guys want to see next? What's the next series you guys want to see next on Roblox? Because honestly, I'm down for whatever, but I never want to touch that type of game ever again. At least for like a month or two. Ooh! Maybe I'll play some Assassin while I'm like doing mid recordings, so I can grind for Halloween if there is gonna be a Halloween season, because I know I'm excited for Halloween, but I think I'm more excited. I feel like September is such a weird month for Saw. Like, it would be cool if Saw 10 came out in October, just like Jigsaw, I think, came out. Or one of the Saw movies came out in October, but it would be cool if Saw 10 came out, like, around October. But, you know, I guess some movies require a little more. And obviously, I want to talk about the first Saw Trap. Or, well, the first Saw 10 Saw Trap. It looks like an eye trap. I could be completely wrong, and I see like from the poster, or like the movie poster. Also, there's like another picture of like Jigsaw. It kind of reminds me of like It kind of reminds me of the Jigsaw movie with like the lighting ish. But I think it's gonna go back to like its old Saw 10 roots, but with a little bit gore, but not too gory. I don't think it's gonna be as gory as like Jigsaw, the Book of Saw, the Book of Saw, or Spiral, the Book of Saw. I don't think it's gonna be like as gory as those two movies. But I think it's gonna be interesting. When I see this trap, I immediately have two twisted ideas on what this trap could be. I think either the eyes get ripped out, causing the person to be permanently blind, but still alive, and like having like a secondary trap on the back or the front or somewhere in the body, to where if he doesn't get his eyes ripped out, then he dies, or acid is gonna fall in his eyes, causing the person to instantly get killed, and not have a body, or well, a head, because I don't know how like strong acid needs to be, but it's either acid or the eyes getting ripped out, and maybe I don't think it's. I think it's only those two that I can think of on top of my head, because when I look at the trap, I immediately get like either something getting suction off because of the metal, but I'm leaning more towards acid because those tubes kind of remind me of I want to say it's been a while since I watched Saw, but it reminds me of that one Saw trap where like there's like a lever that says live or die, and another like cage, and like oh, the best way I can describe it is like my friendship trap from that one Saw video that I did, where the person can click the lever or put click the button, and the button basically activates the car, which pulls the person back into the spikes, causing the car to ram into a person that they didn't see or is too far to see, crashing in, basically exploding the person with a bunch of C4 that's on the car. It kind of reminds me of that trap, but it kind of reminds me of that trap, but like instead of the car, it's like what's it called? Fuck. It's like it's like a bed of spikes that have acid in them that just goes down. And if you look if you look really closely, you can see like the tubing. It kind of reminds me of that, or like it reminds me of some of the tubing that you can see in Saw, in some of the Saw traps. I don't think there's any tubing in the latest Saw movie. There might be, and I'm just dumb, but kind of reminds me of that. I also think that whatever the secondary trap is, it might be popular, because if they're showing this trap, I feel like this trap's gonna be pretty honorable, just like some of the iconic traps, like obviously the reverse bear trap, or like the Venus flytrap. Like, I'm curious if this is gonna be like the first trap in the movie or like the final trap in the movie. I think it's gonna be the first trap because it looks too kind of basic for it to be like the final trap of the movie. Because Spiral and the Book of Saw both have pretty interesting traps, even though I think the Book of Spiral has like kind of the most basic trap of all. But yeah, I am very, very, very excited to complete Doors Part Final when it's done. And also, I can't wait for Mortal Kombat Combat Pack 1 gameplay, maybe, and see what the victalities are. And hopefully, my theory is still right that there's going to be 4 victalities, because the roster is a little bit short, but I could be completely wrong, and it's just the same old 2 victalities with assists in them, which I'm very excited for. Hopefully we get more, hopefully we get the roster really soon, because I'm curious who's going to be in the roster, because obviously Takeda is not in the roster, but he is a DLC character. I think also, if John Kramer's going to come back, I think it's going to be the start of Saw. Like, I think it's gonna be taking place after Saw 1, or after like his first trap with the knife trap, or like I think it's gonna be like in the very beginning when Saw started off killing people, like his first like few traps. I think those are gonna be the main premise of the movie. So my theory is that Saw 10 is gonna basically start his like first traps, like his first ever traps, before either that, or like it's gonna be somewhere in the timeline where John Kramer is still alive, but maybe it's gonna be like mixed with old and new traps, because it is Saw 10. But I'm very excited to see what this movie takes place, and I can't wait for September 18th, because that's when Mortal Kombat comes out, and that's when Saw 10 comes out. I don't know if I'm gonna be more excited for Saw 10 or Five Nights at Freddy's, because that's coming out in October of this month. But I think we'll see how it takes place. Hopefully, it's not like a big dump overload when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's, even though it's pretty much guaranteed to have interesting lore. The way how the story is going to be told is going to be really interesting. But I just wanted to do this little quick video for you guys because I keep on dying on doors, but it's becoming so I'm becoming so good that I think by 80 deaths I should be able to beat doors. I should, but knowing me, I'm probably gonna die. But like I said, I'm really excited to beat Doors Part Final. I don't know how long the video is gonna be. I'm gonna edit it down to like 20 minutes at most. But yeah, I'm also probably gonna talk a lot because there's a lot of stuff that I did, and yeah. I'm gonna end the video here. Leave a like, leave a comment. Also, hit that subscribe button so you can join part of the Birdification Squad. Until next time, stay fresh, stay healthy. This has been Isaac Hustle / 10Isaac108 on Roblox. Peace.